Well, how's it going on, gamers? Welcome back to part 2 of Mon Bazou. Last time we left off, we just finished up getting back from town, getting gas in the car, and it is nighttime out, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to sleep here at the very beginning of the video, just so we can get daytime to come a little bit sooner. Good, lay down. Probably going to be still really dark out, yep. Very dark out. We'll go ahead and get some to eat. Yum, 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 yum. But today we're going to start out hoping it gets light out here soon. But I would like to begin cutting down some of these trees out back. So we're going to need the chainsaw and a few other things. We're going to go through and start trimming all of these trees down. You'll see here in just a second what I mean. We'll pick these up. All I do is come over, clip it, and we get a clipping. So we're going to go through and we're going to do that to majority of these trees here. So this is all going to be primarily our firewood for our brother, and like these pine trees here. Any of the maple trees, we will be using them to make maple syrup in the near future. But what I like to do is go through and cut all these down, including the birch. And there's a maple. But we'll take all of our maple, put them over that way. All of our wood here, all the other trees, the pine and everything, we will be putting them in this area just so we have easy access to cut them. And the birch. But yeah, all of our maple will go over there, and any maple over here we'll cut and we'll sell off and give to our brother. But as of right now, we're just going to cut everything down that we have here, transfer it over as firewood, and collect all these and plant all these around. Hopefully it starts getting daylight out. It's a little dark out right now. But I think that is it for the pruning I would like to do. Obviously, we can do all of the trees, but I believe this is a good cutoff point here. We're going to bring our truck down, and we're going to load up any of the maple in the back so we can easily transport them over. Get in our truck here, set our pruners in the trunk, get our lights on so we can see, turn this thing over, and I'm pretty sure we have, yeah, bed lights. Could have swore there was high beams as well here, yep, right there. There we go. Throw this thing in reverse and get moving. Just to head down over the hill here. Make sure we don't hit anything. We'll just leave the lights on. This game doesn't currently have any kind of batteries in it, to what I'm aware of. But we'll go ahead and shut off the car. We'll leave the lights on so we can see. And look at that. Coming daytime already. So we'll go ahead and put away our flashlight. We'll go ahead and go around collecting all the maple saplings here. If I can remember which ones are maple. And if I can even see the saplings on the ground. I wonder if you even cut this one. I could have swore I cut this one. I'll grab my pruners to figure out. But here's a birch. We'll plant all of our normal trees over in this area. You can see that's a 0% growing. And we'll keep a nice little row and space them out as we go through. Seriously, don't know where that branch went. We must not have pruned that one. I'm pretty sure we did though. I'm gonna keep these as straight as possible because I don't want anyone having OCD issues with it, and I know I'm gonna have problems with it myself looking at it. Oh god, that's so hard to see, that pine right there mixed in with that grass. That is awful to look at. Yeah, I think we'll do a line of birch there. We'll start a line of pine right there, and I'll try to keep them as spaced out as evenly as I can. There's another maple. We'll just go through and sort these out. None there. Got another birch sapling. Another maple, and as soon as we're done with this, we're going to go through, cut down all these trees. We'll grab the log splitter, bring it on down, and then we will go visit the windmills. They're over that way, and we got some stuff to grab from over there at the windmills. We'll want to plant these down as well. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll cut down the trees after we get back, so I want to get that growing. What we have over at the windmill. This is a pine. Get this next one lined up there. I'm going to grab these pruners. Pruning loopers, and make sure this is one we did cut. Yes, it is. I was just missing it. They're right there. There's one right there, too. Another pine. Just keep them as centered and straight as possible. That's not too bad. Another maple. Might as well just keep these close by so I can figure out where all of these are. Another pine. And here, once we get all these pines and everything planted here, it's going to be a lot easier to just go down the row and cut them and load them up. Because as of right now, they're extremely separated apart. Pick this up. We got some up there. We'll go and grab this one down here. Another pine. Set that one there. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we have this one up here we can grab. Yeah, see it laying there. I believe these over there as well. Oop, didn't even grab it. We'll come plant this birch. I'm gonna really try to keep this evened up. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna finish cutting the rest of these down, and as soon as I'm done cutting the rest of these down, or I guess planting the rest of these trees, we'll be right back here in just a minute. Alright, how's it going? We are back. We now have all of our pine trees, a very long line of them. Not too many birches here, but we still got a nice little row of them. We even started a second row of pine. They're quite long going here. And we are now thirsty for maple syrup. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to go get ourselves a drink, and then we're going to hop in the truck. We're going to drive over to where the sugar shack will be built. And we're going to get these maple trees planted. So we're good for ahead of time. Let's go ahead, grab ourselves a bottle, close up the fridge, and get going. That's going to be so satisfying once it's all grown. I didn't put the parking brake on, did I? Yes, I did. This road will take us here to the sugar shack. Oh, dropped right into the wall. Almost threw into a ditch. Went a little too far as well. Look at that. We could go ahead and start getting the sugar shack together with the trees that we get going. And we get cutting down over there because we have to come deliver 64 pine logs over here. That's going to be quite a bit of pine logs. So we may end up just collecting all those logs over there instead of selling to our brother, and just sell our brother all the birch trees, and then once we're all done, bring it all back here. But 64 pine logs is going to take a hot minute. But for now, we will start going through and getting our maples planted, because we will need these for sure for well productivity for creating the maple syrup. And I'll keep you guys on here while we plant all these down. This should not take too long. So drop the back of the bed down. A little too close. Set her there. Toss that over there. We don't need that right now. That one's there. We'll get that one there. And then here, as soon as we're done with this, we'll go head over to the windmills. You can actually see them in the back there. And we'll take the truck out today. Let's see, get this one planted right there. It's not too far away. Just a couple more. Yeah, it wasn't too many maple trees in our grouping that we had there, but that's okay. That's no problem. There's the other one that I planted, so then there's another one. Set that one there. And eventually, once these are all grown, we'll have these all chained together with pipes and hoses. That way we don't have them spread all over the place. We don't have to spend as much money on extenders. We will need to buy extenders to make them go out further. And I think we just got the one more here. And we'll place, we'll do that right there. Bed closed up. And off we go to the windmills there. If I'm remembering correctly, I can get up over this hill here to the roadway. And if we cannot, we're going to put this thing into a ditch, which I'm really hoping we don't. We did not. That's fantastic. And there's our windmills there. We'll travel out up the hill, take a look at them. We'll travel this road. Like I said, at the very beginning of the first episode, I hate driving this road. It's not a very good road. There's a really inconsistent bump up around the corner that if you hit it, I mean, it's literally like dead center of the road. And it'll completely just ruin everything. Definitely feel like the road is longer than what it used to be. But it's definitely a longer path you have to take. Here's that bump in the road. I mean, it's like literally in the middle. Now I know it drops down into this area, but I feel like it could have been made a little bit better. Drop the truck down into here. We will probably walk from here. We get our truck pointed in the right direction there. Put our parking brake on, shut it off. Get us back into neutral. We'll get running up to these. Yep, there's some things up inside of these I'd like to collect. So we can get started making some more money here eventually. That's one hell of a steep of a hill. Now these are some long climbs. There's a ladder in here. We have to climb up the entire thing. Nice view of the city up here as well. There's going to be an even better one up top once we get up there. I'll have to remember that. We'll have to come back for that number at some point probably and give it a call. And right here I'll go ahead and I'll just pause right here and we'll be back once we get to what we were looking for. And I'll be right back once we find it. I'm not sure which one it's in, but it's in one of these three. See you in a minute. Alright, and we are back. This here is what we were looking for. Right there. Cannabis seeds. It's exactly what we needed. Now I'm gonna pause recording again here just to visit the other ones, and if I find anything interesting on those, we'll go ahead and I'll open the recording back as well. I'm gonna head down. We're gonna go throw this in the vehicle. As if I don't die from this fall. And then we'll be right back. Alright. So we are on our way back to the truck now. So that is the one that had our cannabis seeds in it. I had found just an adjustable wrench in that. I didn't think that was really too important. And that one had absolutely nothing in it. It was a complete waste of a climb. Complete waste of a climb back down. So we're gonna get back to the truck. We're gonna get home. I left the cannabis seeds here on the road. I'll make sure to put this in our cab with us because we do not want to lose these at all. Let's hop in and we'll go straight home and get these things planted. They take a while, and to actually get a significant amount of them just is ridiculous. It takes so long. But it'll definitely be worth it once we have a bunch of them. Get a decent amount of money out of it. If we get any anxiety, just smoke a little bit of that. We'll drop our anxiety down quite a bit. Get back up to the house here and get this planted. And we are now showing up back at our house. Shut the car off, set the parking brake. We'll get this back into neutral there. Park her up. Let's get these seeds going. Get in the truck here. Let's go through the other side. There we are. We'll throw these down right here. We will need a water bucket and a shovel to get this going. And just so happens that we get all of this right at the beginning. Now just fill this, we just fold. I don't believe, yeah, we can't even spill it. That's all we need for that. And we will get our shovel that I believe is behind the seat. Yep. Should have went ahead and found some potatoes to buy too while we were at it. We'll start our little crops here. We'll do 3 across for now, and then we'll figure out which way we're going to go with it once we get it all set up. And we won't need the shovel for anything else. We'll just leave it here. Let's leave it here for now. We'll go ahead and go over here, plant our seeds down. Get some water going on this. Yeah, there we go. I believe it's red that it signifies that it's not growing. It's probably just because we don't have any water on it. As soon as we dump some water on it, that should change. Yep, there it is. Watered. That'll slowly grow over time. We'll keep an eye on it, but we'll grow our weed farm. Before you know it, we'll have a whole field of it going here. Including the trees and everything else. And now that we're this far, we can go ahead and start cutting down some of these trees and processing them. I think I want to start with just going through and getting all these pines up here. I'm not too worried about going to my brother's currently. Chainsaw doesn't have any gas required in it. Truck's probably doing alright in gas. And we have some extra gas here. So we'll go ahead and focus on cutting down them trees. This is only for splitting logs to sell to our brother, and this has gas in it. We're not worried about that right now. If we really need to, we could load some wood into that in case we break down for any reason. So we'll get back into the truck. We'll head down. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll get over here. We'll get over there and we'll cut down these trees and load them up into the back of the truck here. And I'll left that door open. Let's come back around for a chainsaw as well. Go ahead, get parked up right here. It's a better spot than any. Don't need these bed lights on right now. It ain't nighttime out. Chainsaw is just near. We'll go ahead, cut down that pine, all these pines in the surrounding area. I believe everything over here. Should have kept our pruners close by because it's kind of hard to figure out what trees that we have and haven't clipped down yet. Alright, we'll start with all these here. We'll get them loaded up into the truck and move them on over. Grab the chainsaw. And our clippers, I may have left them down there, can't remember. I'll find them and bring them back up this way. I hope we still have them. I'd like to be able to remember which ones we have. Because when we cut down these trees, if we did not prune them and get the ends, then we're kind of SOL. Because we won't be able to continue growing trees. This one tree right here, for example, will just be this one tree. It'll always be this one tree. That is if we cut it down, and to what I'm aware of, it does not grow new saplings to be able to cut down. So hopefully we can find this. It probably fell out of the truck at some point, which isn't too bad. But we will start with these pines. I just wanted to kind of be able to mark off our area. Here down the road, we're just going to run into them and find them. Whatever ditch they had fallen into, so I don't believe I'd thrown them in the truck anywhere. I probably did, though. I left the chainsaw back here, so here we go. Here's our first pine. We'll get this thing cut down. Oh yeah, like a pro. This cut down. We'll just go doing every single one of these right now. Hoping none of these fall right on the truck. By the looks of it though, it falls whatever direction you're looking. I think that's pretty good for now. Ooh, that one actually clipped the truck, but it looks like, yeah, trucks are right. Go through, get these cut down into the logs. Not one cut breaks it down into all the logs we need, which is nice. And this doesn't take too long at all to do. It's pleasing how it just breaks apart like that, super easy. I have seen some games where you have to actually go through and cut like each individual like section of it. Super tedious. Super tedious to do. It takes forever. I'd rather not spend my time doing all of that extra cutting. I believe that is it for the trees we just cut down, it looks like. So we'll go ahead and set our chainsaw. We'll just push it through the wall there. We're kind of not going to need it again. We'll just begin loading these logs up. And what we'll do with these logs, we'll take them and we'll go drop them off so we can begin our progress on getting the sugar shack. 'Cause that's honestly like a huge thing to have going like, as soon as you can, and just have maple syrup being pumped in, collecting, and because what you do is you get barrels of it, and it's like a passive income over time. It's super nice, super nice. And it would be nice to get if we had a little extra money to be able to just throw these in here and call it a day. But it looks like we can't fit too many in here, so this is going to be a lot of trips back and forth. So we'll go ahead, we'll take this first trip over here. Get her started up here. It's already getting night already. Park brakes on. Put this bitch in four-wheel drive. Wouldn't be surprised if our pruners weren't sitting over here somewhere. He's sitting here right here in the grass. I'm pretty sure he's hitting one of our trees too. The easiest way to do this is just do like a little drive-by over this checkpoint here. Unless you're me and suck at driving. There we go, and it just takes them all. Lines them all up. Just like that. And of course we gotta do this 64 times. So it will take, be quite the trip. Running back and forth and loading these up at the Sugar Shack. So I will be going ahead and I will do a quick little time jump here. We're gonna grab everything we just cut down and bring it over here, and as soon as I'm done with that, I will be right back. See you in a minute. Alright, welcome back. We are now making our last run to the Sugar Shack. It is the next day. It took them loading up the logs took quite a bit of time to do, but we're here. We'd eaten some maple syrup, ate some protein, drank some maple syrup, went to sleep. Our maple syrup, we're already thirsty again. And it's crazy how fast that goes. Now, this here is our last load, and we will see what we are at whenever we drop this pile of logs off. Just kind of pull up here nice and slow light. There we go. We'll be hopping right back in here in a second. We got quite a few of them. Yeah, 51 out of 64. We had almost finished this off. We will probably get this done in the next episode. It won't take too many more logs to finish this and get it all taken care of. And we'll go ahead and cut up some wood for our brother tomorrow. Go talk to him, run back into town, talk to the gas station guys. The more relationships we make with everyone, the more things we'll unlock as the game progresses. We just hit that sapling that was sitting there. Let's try to avoid that. Dropped a couple logs running back and forth. There's one there. Saw one back on the road there. It only would have made it like 62, 63. But that's alright. We'll get the Sugar Shack here made sooner or later. We missed one there as well. That's not a problem. Let's go ahead. We'll get our truck parked up here. Shut her off. Pull the brake. Let's get our lights off. Bed lights off. High beams. Nothing of that. Top out. And that'll be it for this episode. Thank you for joining me today, and we will see you in the next one.